Hey all, it's Gorilla Gordon, and just want to say good evening. I'm sorry things haven't quite gone the way I planned it, but it's okay. We're gonna keep going here. Um, and part of, as I mentioned, is that the Gorilla Gordon channel is always evolving as well as me on that. And the reason why I wanted to do this is recently it has come to my attention that I need to lose actually quite a lot of weight for health reasons. And part of this journey is I've been slacking off. I've been doing other things. It's really bad for me, I know. But I've done things like I've actually had some of my friends got me a Fitbit watch thing, which kind of measures how long you step. Well, I'm not sure if it's totally 100% accurate, but it keeps you competitive with your friends. But that's not really what I wanted to talk about. What I wanted to talk about is with all my research in fitness, what I have discovered and this kind of consistent trend. And it's something that's not mentioned on that at all in the advertisements or the thing. I mean, maybe the closest one is Beachbody when they say, "Look, you're going to get results if you do the work," and that's really what every one of the reviews of the Beachbody, the P90, the Insanities, you know it, all those ones. If you do the work, you're going to get results. However, there was something else that kind of drawed me to a little bit of fitness, and I got a few books on it to read about it, understand it, and see how to become a little better shape. And so one of the consistent questions that came up in my research is what are your goals and what are you looking to do? What is realistic? And where do you currently stand? Um, because that's an important question that a lot of these self-help kind of books will start with, and then their people are just clueless. They don't know where they stand or what to do, but they see the pictures and they're like, oh, well, I want to be like that. And if I do that, I'll be like that. No, no, no. Not that easy. No, no, no. Even the Beachbody stuff, the P90X, the Insanity, I don't have it in front of me right now, but I can pull it out. It'll have a nutritional guide, and it'll have a ranking on your nutrition, on like a what to eat here, what to eat, and what do you expect to lose in percentages, and if you can maintain this, and if you can't do this level, maybe you can do this level. It gives you some flexibility, because look, the real culprit of all fitness right now is sugar. Sugar is in everything we eat. Um, I mean, yeah, you could get the sugarless drinks, you could get that, but then it's how your body reacts to the Coca-Cola or the whatever or the soda or whatever. It doesn't matter. And then sugar and carbonated soda is one of the biggest effectors of weight loss ever. On that because it's how your body processes it. On that. So, with my research, I did a lot into not only searching the products, but searching techniques and how to go things about it. And part of that search is I even went to one of the biggest sources I could have, which is Arnold Schwarzenegger's Encyclopedia of Bodybuilding. And I got a real good deal on Amazon.com. Hey, look how thick that book is, man. And I gotta say, this is a very well done book. But the problem with this book is that it talks about it puts these pictures, it shows these before and after pictures and everything. It shows the lifting, and it was a very good book as far as the basic principles, nutrition, everything. I think Arnold Schwarzenegger did a fantastic book on this. But what was difficult for about this book, I think, for most people, is look how damn thick it is, you know? And like you said, it's an encyclopedia. So for people looking, if you're looking to work out and get in shape, this is good after you've worked out. So you want to really go up to your next game and do it. Then you do some research and read this. But that's the first thing. But then I went into something else. I thought about another book, which guy I I like as an actor on that, and believe me, I'm straight on that. And his name is Joe Manganiello with his Evolution book. And I know I'm saying this wrong. Now, everyone knows, well, most everyone knows, this is the guy that was in the Magic Mike movies, and he's dating that one actress that's the lead on Modern Family with Ed O'Neill. And it was actually a real decent book, but the problem with this book is that it talked more about his stories and his struggles on them. And then it gave you some good tips about how to work out and how to eat and everything, but it shows just what worked for him. And that's a really good thing, but it's a good perspective on that. As far as the work all tell all, no, it's definitely not on that. It's what it just gives you an idea of what you should expect to do. It's a nice complimentary book, but like you said, it's a matter of time. I mean, look at that. I mean, most guys would kill to have that physique. I would. I mean, damn, guy's ripped. Yeah, but that comes from hard work. Hard work. Now, I did some further research into this, and I came across a group that was not as famous, but seemed to have some credibility on that. In every one of the Amazon ratings on this particular book were 5 stars or 4.5 stars, with thousands of people saying it was really a good book. But so I got one of these books, and I got actually two of them. Well, actually two, but I got three. I don't know how, but I did. Um, but the point I'm trying to make is I'm going to bring it out here is a gentleman by the name of Frank Delvers, which is he was really big, I believe, in the 70s or 80s. But what I read about here, the first one I actually got was this one. Oop, nice clear. The Strength Workout, Frank Delvers. Okay. And no, I'm sorry, Frederick. Not Frank, I'm sorry, Frederick Devere. My apologies. Frederick Devere. I got this. But what I really liked in the book, just thoroughly in the book, there was pictures of not only the working out, but also exo or kind of see-through skeleton pictures. Like, for example, here's the forearm, where it shows the muscles and the action, and it shows some of the pictures, which I thought was really good. But that's not really what attracted me to these books. What attracted me to these books is that there was a whole section, 20 steps for developing your program, such as how many times you should work, how much time you should go up, how much this, a lot of the frequently asked questions. But then one of the things that caught me asked is I got this book, which is the core anatomy, which is just the abs and the stomach and everything, and not the rest of it. And it has some exercises in there. But it really defines what you're working out and what you're doing and what you're doing wrong. Such as, like, I didn't know that when you do leg lifts and you arch your back, it's actually defeating the leg lifts in a way. So I didn't know that, but it does. So little things like that. But what I really liked about these books, what is really not talked about, is what is your goal? What are you looking to do? Now, in my case, I'm looking to get in better shape. But here's my problem. I'm technically, I guess, if you put me on a scale, I'd be considered obese, even though I'm not obese. I mean, I can fit in every car here. I'm just tall, and it just weight-wise, I'm not. So, but I gotta take care of this because, possible diabetes and all these other problems. So you gotta think about these things. So what is the whole deal? What is the problem? Or what do you need to do? And I talked to some of my friends about this, and I examined these books, and what this book, the core book, taught me is there's actually 2 layers of fat. And I'm telling you this because neither this book or the encyclopedia says that. It just talks to you about how to work out and how to eat, but doesn't tell you about the 2 layers of fat. See, what happens is when you get fat, there's one layer of fat specifically for your muscles and for them to function. There's another layer of fat on top of that on those muscles. Okay? Now, that layer of fat, there's almost nothing you could do except for cardio, and cardio, or ab workouts, non-weight. Because here's the thing, and I figured out as how some of this marketing goes, is that when these guys sell these books, which some of them are really good books, but then when you have someone who's bigger and then starts doing these things, but then they get bigger, okay, what they're really doing is they're pushing the fat up. That's what you're doing. You're pushing the fat up. You still need to do the cardio. I mean, it's kind of, for a while, I was kind of like that, where I could bench 180 pounds on that, and I had to stop lifting for a while because family and problems, but I could bench that much, but I couldn't run half a mile. It's things like that. It's just, here's the key. This is a big question, then, and just from my observations from these books by Frederick Dewar and from other people who work with cardio or Beachbody or things, and even reading these other books, it's really simple that you need to lose the first layer of fat or get it really reduced before you do any sort of weightlifting. And it's serious. You got to lose that fat. Because all you're doing is pushing it up. And I know it sucks. I know, because you go there and you want to be like, oh, yeah, look at that. Yeah, that's what you want to do. Okay? But if you could do, yeah, look at me, I'm so big, and then you can pull and say, blum, 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 the arm. Or worse, you look big, but then you can't even do a pull-up. Like, with me personally, I have had the hardest time doing pull-ups, and for a while I could do them, but then my major problem is my weight. I'm so heavy on that. When people say, aha, I can't do a pull-up, well, when you try doing a pull-up weighing 300 pounds, okay, versus someone who could do a pull-up and they weigh 180, there's a bit of a difference. So, the real key, I think, and this is just my opinion, take it as well, but I'm going to be on a journey to try to lose this excessive fat, get down to an appropriate body fat ratio, which I've been told is around 12%. I'm not 100%. I got to do a little more research on that. But my goal is to get the fat gone and then lift appropriately. And I think for everyone, after all the books I've read and after everything I've spent the money on and all my observations, I think this is the right move. And then it is annoying though. Nobody likes cardio, but you know what? Dwayne Johnson, the number one actor right now, he has videos of him. They're funny videos, but he has videos of him at 4 in the morning running on the out in his, now of course he's in his multi-million-dollar complex in Florida, which probably nothing happens, or they have armed guards or something. But the point is there was a time he couldn't do that because he remembers when the rough times. So now he's the number one box office draw, and that's what he does. Sorry, don't know why I'm yawning so much. That's what he does. So on that. So that's the whole point, folks, is that you've got to do the cardio first. You have to put yourself in a foundation where your body can then do the lifting. Because I guarantee you this, if you can lose the weight, you'll be able to do pull-ups faster, you'll be able to do everything else a lot faster, and the muscle you gain will be real muscle on that. And you will also see a great cut definition. There's a lot of pluses. Unfortunately, I hate to say it, but losing the weight is a pain because it's slow and it's tedious and running in place or that. But you don't have to do run. You can do Zumba, you could do martial arts, you can do a whole bunch of things. But 2 things, you got to do cardio, do biking, exercise, and you got to diet better. So anyway, I'll let y'all figure it out. Just some thoughts for you. Talk to y'all later.